talk about the decision to start Major tonight as a freshman over Freddie?
I mean, you gotta make choices. So, he plays more. You know what I mean? Got a feel for what he's doing out there. You know, but you got. I mean, that's. Felt more comfortable with him. All right. Been playing a lot.
Are you worried about Freddie's performance at all, or just the tribute?
You worried about it?
Like just more, you know, you like him. You know,
he asked me why I don't start him. You asked me about his performance. So, I mean, it is what it is with him. I keep telling him that we need him to play better. He's struggling. That happens. So it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Short-handed, you know, you guys could have either played a lot slower than them or played a lot faster. You guys put up 72 shots. You know, what did you think of that, and what was your decision to go?
To be honest with you, we shot 70. We missed a lot of it. My thing about the game was we missed a lot of easy ones tonight. You know, we did that. We had 24 rebounds, and I told guys we got to make plays when we need it. And in the guts of the game, the time we have it at 6 or 7 or whatever, we miss layup, foul shot. And now you don't put any pressure on them, so they sort of play at a coast. And then, you know, Betterman and Damas made shots. You know what I mean? To sort of keep us at bay a little bit. And we missed a lot. I thought we missed a lot of easy drives, putbacks. We missed a lot of them tonight. And actually, too, and sometimes in the heat of the game, we missed foul shots. So, the guys play hard. I mean, I told them, guys, if we make plays, it doesn't matter who we put on the floor. You see, we can play with anybody. But we didn't do it. So, and then there's nothing you can do about it. We missed a lot. 24 rebounds, we get 13 second chance points. We had 24 offensive rebounds. So, I think that sums it up for you a little bit.
How do you prepare for a team like Towson, knowing you're only going to have 7 guys?
You pretty much do what you do. We've tried to play zone, which we don't usually play that much, so we practice that a little bit. You know, last year we had the same type of injury problems, although we couldn't practice really. So this year we at least got enough guys to practice and try to organize and do some things like that. But I mean, you know, when guys go out, you don't have a lot of time. We put guys in situations that they're a little nervous in. But I mean, we was able to try to do some things, you know. But you gotta give them credit. We don't usually play zone. They made us pay for playing zone in the first half. And 2 threes at the end of the first half were big ones. So you know, and then in the second half they knocked down 2 threes to really get us out of it, to sort of get the number up a little bit. So you got to give them credit for doing it. But you know, I mean, we've been able to practice with the guys we have. You know, we do have 10 guys. We can actually scrimmage and all those things like that. So that's not a problem.
Regarding the injuries, are there any indications on when you're going to have any of the 3 of them back? Or, I mean,
I'm going to give you a Mike Westerford. They're progressing. That's what he says.
I got a questionable today.
So, I mean, you know, they're progressing. We'll see what happens Saturday. So we got to have off tomorrow, see what happens in the next couple of days.
well, considering like all 3 of them, like none of them are real major injuries, like you should be expecting to have them back at, you know, I don't want to put any dates, but like the next 2 weeks or months, does that make it a little easier to ride through this kind of stretch when you look at the 3 and say like, all right, we're going to get them, as opposed to a Damien, like, okay, we're going to get these guys back at some point?
Well, never like stretches when you lose games. So you know you're short-handed. When they get back, they get back. And that's how I treat it. You know, I'm not one of those guys. I don't want the guys that's out there playing worried about, well, when they get back, we're going to do this, that, and the other. I told the guys that's playing now, take advantage of your opportunities. And knowing also, too, you got game action, and you got a lot. So the next time you play, even if the guys come back, you should be ready for game action. So, but, I mean, that's what we talk about. So Mike said they're progressing. We go from there. I mean, they're not going to stop the games because they're not playing. So, I mean, I'm not one of those guys that can do. All you got to do is just look at the end of the bench. Those guys are dressed nice with their boots on. So that's it right there. There's nothing more you can say about it. So when they get back, they get back. Hopefully they get back quicker.
Would you say the rest of the team's kind of handling it morale-wise all right?
They're gonna handle it because I don't let anybody talk about it. We have who we have. So you got to keep playing. They're not coming off the remember Rick Pitino said Larry Bird and whoever, you know, too, because you know yourself, this guy. This guy's not back. They're not coming, you know, they're not back now. So we're not in practice. They're not doing those things. So the guys that we have, you got to prepare yourself to try to win. That's all we talk about. That's all we talk about. When they come in, we integrate them to what we're doing. That's all.
What's the game plan in defending a guy like Benjamin? You kind of have to pick your poison.
Yeah, I thought today, you know, usually he scores a lot around the basket, but he shot a lot of pull-up jump, which you're playing him, you're like, okay, you're going to shoot jump shots tonight? All right, thanks. But he made them. You know what I mean? So, you know, you want him to, you know, a lot of times he scores it around the basket, and that's why he gets a lot of rebounds. But tonight, you know, he shot pull-up jump shots and he made them. So, I mean, it is what it is. He's a good player. I mean, he's MVP of the league. So he showed it tonight.
Fouch obviously struggled from the field. Do you think he was falling back on those habits you were talking to him about?
Nah, I mean, it was all over. We got two guys that can score the ball. This was all over. I mean, you know, them guys was like, yo, you know, it was 2 on 5 at times on offense. And then, like I said, the thing that kills you is if he misses and you rebound it, you got to make the other team pay for it. And we didn't. So now they continually play you like that. So you're going to play with guys sort of hanging on you a little bit. So that's what I heard. But he was fine. He was fine. He was fine.
Can you remember a game that you coached where your team took 25 more or 25 more or less shots than the opponent?
Oh yeah, plenty of times. Yeah, we've done that plenty of times. This is not actually one of my better rebounding teams, but we had plenty of good rebounding teams that did that to people all the time. So
You show some pretty good reflexes on the sideline. You think maybe if things get a little worse, you'll suit it up and help things out?
nah, because you know, if I start to play and you know, and we start to win, then you know, then everybody will be upset. The players, I'm out there, I'm getting buckets. You understand what I'm saying? So you ain't got to worry about me. You ain't sticking me in the corner. All right, if I'm out there, I'm shooting it. And you better know you're gonna shoot it. So, but those days are long gone.
Very good.